Thank you guys for tuning into Spiritual Beauty Ministry. So the word that God has placed upon my spirit is time to take the lead. It is time to take the lead. God wants you to know that the role may look bigger than you, but his power is what's backing you. The role may look bigger than you, but his power is what's backing you. And he has called you to this room. He has called you to this room, even though the role may look bigger than you. God wants you to know that golden opportunities are coming to you. Golden opportunities are coming to you. God wants you to know that you are he is putting you in leading role positions because it's time for your elevation. He's putting you in leading role positions because it's time for your elevation. No more being at the back of the room. To the front is where God will now sit you. No more being in the back of the room. To the front is now where God will sit you. God wants you to know that they will have to step to the side when you arrive. They're going to have to step to the side when you arrive. God said they're going to have to get behind you because you are now taking the leading role in the room. They're going to have to get behind you because you are now taking the leading role in the room. Some people are about to get ready to step down because God is saying your time is now. They're going to have to step down because your time is now. God wants you to know that you have been chosen for the room. Get ready for success because it's going to take off for you. You have been chosen for this room. Get ready for success because it is going to take off for you. God says that you will command the room with the gift that he has given you. You're going to command the room with the gift that he has given you. And God is saying that there has been certain people assigned to you to help you awaken and to master what he is calling to come forth from you. Because there are some things that God is calling you to do in the room. So he's going to have people to help you to pull out that more in you and that gift. Because he's going to use you to do some things in that room. And God wants that more to be awakened in you. God is saying that you will begin trending. No more hiding. Your role in your wardrobe is changing. Okay? God said your role in your wardrobe is changing. This new position will be a perfect fit. It is time for you to step into it. God is saying that he is calling you to the front because it is time for the next you to become. Some will go from underestimating you to being amazed by the gift God releases from you. Some people are going to go from underestimating you, underestimating what you can do in that role, in that new position, in that room. They're going to underestimate you. But God wants you to know that they're going to go from underestimating you to being amazed by the gift that God releases from you. They're going to be like, I cannot believe that's the same person. Like, what the world? God wants you to know that your gift will fill seats and rooms. Standing ovations and applause are what's coming to you. And also, God wants you to know that they cannot imitate you because they have not been anointed to do what you do. They cannot imitate you because they have not been anointed to do what you do. Some people will be intimidated by your new seat in your role. They will try to do what they can to outshine you. But God wants you to know that they hold no candle to you. You are anointed and chosen for this room. When God says they hold no candle to you, is meaning that they're nowhere near your level. They don't have at all what you have because God is the power that's backing you. So what they do in the room is going to be a complete opposite of what you release in the room because God's power is what's backing you. And God is saying that they cannot compete with you in a season where he has appointed you, my God. They cannot compete with you in a season where he has appointed you. Just like Saul was already in the room, but what Saul didn't know was that God had anointed David for the room. See, there are going to be those that's going to be looking like, why are you receiving this or why are you receiving that? What they don't understand is that God had appointed you. So you're going to see David went from being anointed to being appointed. There are some of you that's about to go from your season of being anointed. You've already anointed, but God said now it's time for you to walk into your appointed time, your appointed position, your appointed moment. So God wants you to know that they cannot compete with you in a season where he has appointed you, even though they may already be there. But you have an appointment when you are supposed to come there. There is an appointed time for what God has given you to be released in the room. Okay? God wants you to know that when he puts you in the room and they begin to see like, okay, why is it that you are taking off like you are? Why is things booming for you? Why is the attention on you? Why is all this success of whatever's happened for you? I'm supposed to have that. God wants you to understand that They may have been called to the room, but God has anointed and chosen you for the room because he knows that you are going to be the one that's going to change the room. See, the ones that are already in the room, they begin to look like the room. But he says, I need to bring somebody forth that's going to not be afraid to change what's in the room. See, many are called, but only a few are chosen. And what that means is that there are those that God has called, but they have chose to do it their way. And then there's some guys, you know what? I have to bring forth those I have chosen because I know they're going to do it my way. Get ready. It is your golden time. It is time for you to shine. Until next time, you guys be blessed.